In this video, we're gonna give you 15 ripoffs, tourist traps, and scams in San Diego next on Jaycation. Hey, what's up, Jaycationers? Welcome back to another video here in the San Diego series. That's right, we're back here in my hometown. And one thing I did notice is that I have not filmed a tourist traps, ripoffs, and scams video, and things to be cautious about. So we're gonna give you 15 of those here in San Diego, and right now we're in Belmont Park, and there are a couple of tourist traps here, so we're gonna talk about that a little later. And we will have a special guest doling out a few of these ripoffs, tourist traps, and scams, so stay tuned. Please stay tuned until the end of the video for an exciting channel announcement about San Diego. The first tourist trap is San Diego on the weekend. Weekends here are absolutely packed. If you go to places like Coronado, the zoo, downtown San Diego, it's gonna be hard to find parking. Restaurant reservations are hard to find. It's just so crowded. My suggestion to you would be come here on the weekdays. Weekdays are a lot less crowded. Right now I'm filming on a Tuesday. It's more of a relaxing, casual atmosphere. What you really do come to San Diego for. So if you can avoid the weekends and the tourist traps on the weekends, you'll have a better experience, especially if you don't like crowds. I've never heard people say, I love being in crowds. That's why I'm always dumbfounded in videos where people say, oh, it's super empty. People are not going there. Like, don't you want it to be empty? Your next ripoff is you're gonna want to avoid pedicabs. Pedicabs in downtown sometimes are astronomical, especially on the weekends, just like the last tip. I once asked a pedicab from here, the USS Midway area, to Gaslamp, and he quoted me like a $150 ride. You can literally get on Uber or Lyft or take one of those Fred rides. That Fred ride is tip-based and it's basically free, and an Uber ride is only about $6 to $8 to the Gaslamp from here. So 150 bucks for a pedicab, unless you got money to waste, I feel like that's a ripoff to me. Right behind me is the Bob Hope Memorial. It's right next to the kissing statue and the USS Midway. The next thing I want to talk about is another tourist trap, and that is going to see the border because you've never seen a US-Mexico border before. Well, I'll tell you what, really not that great. What you're gonna see there is a normal looking shopping outlet center and the parking lot with rusted walls overlooking Tijuana. You may get to see the Mexican flag. There's a giant one across the way, but I'm telling you, it's not worth going 25 minutes from downtown to the border down in San Ysidro just to see that for the day. If you're gonna go over to Mexico, you might as well cross over and spend a couple of days over there or spend a whole day trip over there. Don't just go to the Las Americas outlets in San Ysidro just to see the border wall. Not worth it. The next ripoff would be tourists coming to San Diego and falling into rush hour traffic. Now, 115% traffic in San Diego is not as bad as it is up north in Los Angeles and other cities in America, but it can get pretty bad, especially if you're on the 805 from the hours of like 2:30 to 7:30. Sometimes on Fridays, it's really bad because a lot of people cross the border from Tijuana over to San Diego and back to head home. Make sure you watch out for rush hour traffic on the 5, on the 15, on the 805, on the 8. Living here, it's hard to explain. As a native San Diegan, you kind of know where and where not to go if you're trying to avoid traffic. Side streets can be a little tricky. I would suggest just downloading Google Maps or Waze to avoid this. Watch out for rush hour traffic. Try to plan your visits to certain places during rush hour so you're there while it is traffic and then leave after. For the next few San Diego ripoffs, tourist traps, mistakes, and scams, I'm bringing in a return visitor to San Diego, and he is not a stranger to Jaycation. He is Action Kid from New York, and he's got some great observations from his couple visits here in America's finest city. Take it away, Ken.
So the first scam I want to tell you about is this police officer impersonation scam. I was doing some research and apparently it's a common phone scam now, and it's been happening a lot around the Ocean Side and in North County, where somebody impersonates a local police officer and threatens some legal action against them or arrest or whatever in exchange for money. Don't fall for those phone scams.
And don't be picking up your phone if you don't know what number it is anyways, right?
Yeah, that's right. Right behind me, that's the real police. So listen to those, not the ones on the phone. This next ripoff has to do with the parking. And this is something I personally had to deal with when coming to San Diego because I'm visiting. I needed a place to stay. Naturally, where did I look? Downtown. And pretty much all the downtown hotels, they have extra fees for parking. Some of them are valet only, or some of them have self-parking, and many of their garages can be quite cramped. So just something to be on the lookout for when parking here in San Diego. The hidden parking fees at hotels. $40 a night can be like up to $60 a night. Crazy.
And just to make a note, the parking lot here at Seaport Village, I love Seaport Village. I will always encourage you guys to come here. But there are other parking alternatives than just the parking lot here. If you do come here, make sure you get it validated because the first 3 hours you get a nice discount. But if you don't validate your ticket and you're here for like, let's say all day, your ticket could go upwards to like 50 bucks. I found a parking spot just outside of the parking lot gates. I paid $6 because parking ends at 8 and it's like 5:30. So $6 is not bad. And then over at the headquarters, sometimes they have prepaid parking for $5. You just gotta look. And I suggest checking out the Ace Parking app because they have parking garage all over downtown San Diego, and you can actually reserve a spot there and save some money. See, look at this. $5 for the first 3 hours, $3 every 30 minutes. Friday to Sunday, it's $5 for the first 2 hours and $3 for every 30 minutes after that.
We're here in La Jolla Cove. Popular spot for watching the sea lions, except these people here are way too close. I just saw a guy jump off the cliff next to the sea lions, some people swimming close to them. Don't bother the sea lions, folks. They're dangerous. They've been on the news multiple times, like charging at people. Keep your distance and watch them from a distance.
This is a nice enough distance.
Yeah.
Get a zoom camera.
Two big male sea lions started clearing people out at the very busy La Jolla Cove.
This next tourist trap, people like to come to La Jolla Cove because of the beautiful scenery, the sea lions, the seals, but boy does it smell like crap here, because that's literally what it is. You got the birds crapping, the sea lions crapping, and it smells like rotten fish here. So just be aware of it before you come to La Jolla Cove. It smells.
I always say, you definitely gotta take somebody from out of town to La Jolla Cove. Don't let that prevent you from coming here because it's amazing, but just know that the smell is pretty bad and just get ready for it. The seagulls, like you said, the pelicans and the seals, PU.
Yeah. The next ripoff has to do with these rental scooters. I mean, I brought my own scooter so I don't have to pay for them, but these are expensive. They're $1 to start and 49 cents a minute plus taxes and fees. But what those taxes and fees are added on to this big ripoff here. You can get to someplace a lot cheaper with Uber in downtown.
Uber and Lyft, you can get to a place within downtown $6-7 easily.
This one you're gonna probably pay the same amount and you risk your own life riding around the streets.
Good call, AK. All right, dude, thanks, man. Subscribe to your channel.
Yeah, check me out.
So I'm gonna give you 2 tourist traps. The 2 tourist traps here in Belmont Park / Mission Beach is, number 1, I do love the Giant Dipper. I love the aesthetic of it. It's been here since the early 1900s. It's one of the oldest wooden roller coasters on the West Coast. But here's the thing, you ride it and you feel like you just got into a car crash. You have bruises on your knees. One of those coasters that you wanna look at, but you don't wanna ride. That's what she said. I always say, go to Belmont Park, go check it out. You get the beach. There's a lot of nice places to eat. There's a place called Cannonball. You can have some sushi up there. The other tourist trap is driving in to Mission Beach / Mission Bay. During the summer, even if it's a weekday, it is tough. It is a challenge to find a parking spot. Even though parking is free, it is so hard to find parking. My cousin had a baby shower over here on Mission Bay last year, middle of August on a Saturday. Some of my family members couldn't find a parking spot. They had to go home. And there is tons of parking here, but so many people enjoy the beach and the bay that it's just tough to find a parking spot. Over in Mission Beach, of course, people want to be in that parking lot, so you'll be spending half an hour to an hour just finding parking. So maybe you Uber, maybe you Lyft from your hotel so you can enjoy Mission Beach. For the next tourist trap, we are here in Old Town, and I am not saying Old Town is a tourist trap. I always say come to Old Town, but the tourist trap is when you're paying for the tours, the museum entrance fees, the expensive margaritas downstairs. That's where you fall into getting ripped off and the tourist traps. If you guys want to do that and you're really interested into like haunted tours and stuff like that, then you know, that's your money. You might as well use it, enjoy your time. I do believe you can come to Old Town. Parking here is free. You can walk around, not spend a dime, and just have a good day. You can pick up some souvenirs. The souvenirs are decently priced, and there are some good restaurants around here. Old Town Mexican Cafe is really good. They have really awesome carne asada. Cafe Coyote, it's a really nice touristy place, but right across the street is Miguel's, where you get their mystery white sauce. That is amazing. You don't even get charged for that. They give you the tortilla chips, the salsa, and then the mystery white sauce, and then you order after that. So that's all included. And even the restaurants, some of them are rip-offs, but I'm not gonna name names. So I'm just gonna let you check out Yelp or check out some of my videos. I give you good suggestions on where to go here in Old Town. One thing that has become a ripoff in San Diego are the prices of California burritos. The California burrito was invented in San Diego in the late 80s. Back then, they used to be $5. Now there are places that can sell California burritos upwards to $16. The median price I would say is $12.99 here, but if you're gonna try a California burrito and you're gonna pay that much, I would say you go to JV's Mexican Food or go to Mike's Taco Club. It is called the Taco Club, but I swear to you guys, that California burrito is my favorite in all of San Diego. It's so unique, and the carne asada taste is just amazing. That marinates great. Rip off, definitely the prices of California burritos, but if you know where to go, it will be worth it to you. The next tourist trap would be thinking that public transportation in San Diego is amazing when it's okay. San Diego County is vast, and yes, we do have the San Diego trolley and a bus system. You also got tourist buses like the Old Town trolley that will take you to a lot of the tourist destinations. Now, if this is your first time coming to San Diego and you don't think you're ever coming back, I would definitely suggest going on this. But to think that you can get a whole trip around San Diego through public transportation and through the trolley, that is definitely false. San Diego's huge, and I would definitely recommend either Ubering or Lyfting if you're going close by, or renting a car. I think renting a car, even though parking is expensive at some parts, not everywhere in San Diego you have to pay for parking. I would definitely suggest renting a car. I always will say that, and I will stick to it. Another scam that happens here in San Diego is here at the Gaslamp quarter. We are off of 5th right now, and I've seen a lot of instances of this. There are CD guys, especially around the Gaslamp pizza area, who will try to hand you a CD, and if you grab it, they're gonna ask you for money, upwards to 20 bucks. A friend of mine did that one time, and he felt bullied into giving the money, and when he found a CD player and actually started playing it, there was nothing in the CD. What I would say is just ignore the CD guys. Don't take anything from them. Don't be smart towards them, and don't give them a way to try to bully you into buying one of their CDs or just trying to threaten you, because you want to have a good time here in San Diego, and usually it's the CD guys that are trying to mother F people. Excuse my language. I've seen it one too many times, so just watch out for the scam of the CD guys, especially off of 4th, 5th, and 6th here in the Gaslamp quarter. A little bonus scam for you. There has been a Facebook scam about San Diego Zoo tickets being about anywhere from $3 to $5. Don't listen to that. It's a total scam. Get your tickets directly from the San Diego Zoo website. All right, Jaycationers, so here is the big news. I am starting a second channel completely devoted to San Diego. That's right, it will be anything and everything San Diego. We will be talking about food, travel, local life, and just show you more of the town I love. Jaycation was originally meant to be a travel channel and for me to see the world. This will allow me to focus Jaycation more on Las Vegas and more on the rest of the world. Jaycation San Diego, make sure you check it out, especially if you love San Diego content. We're gonna be starting off with San Diego Saturdays, which means I will be releasing a video every Saturday morning about San Diego, and we're starting off with the top 10 places to visit in San Diego in 2024. So make sure you subscribe to Jaycation San Diego and to my main channel.
Hi San Diego, keep watching Jaycation, subscribe to his channel. Shout out to Carlos who got me on Jaycation. Yay!
Thank you.
Thank you.
Comment down below, Jaycationers, what are other mistakes and ripoffs and tourist traps here in San Diego? I'd like to know. Check out It's Always Sunny in San Diego. We have over 9,000 San Diego lovers talking about the newest news and things and ongoings around San Diego. So Hey, thanks dude, appreciate it, man. And to my main channel, and hey, what's up? How you doing? We'll see you guys in the next one. Check out Jaycation San Diego. Until then, stay traveling, San Diego. Let's go.